Hello. In the last tutorial, we saw how we can read a line from a text file using fgetS function. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can read different formatted data from a text file using a function named fscanf. Fscanf is much alike with the scanf function that we have used earlier in order to read different formatted data from standard input console, that is keyboard. Now we will be using fscanf in order to read different formatted data from input text file. I have a file here in data_file folder, that's names.txt, that contains name and salary of some person. As you can see that the information is separated with comma in between. So comma is the delimiter here. So this is actually going to be stored in character array, the name portion that comes prior to the comma, and then the next is the salary information that's going to be stored in an integer variable in my program. So we need to read different formatted data as you are observing here. First the character array and then the integer. So let's go ahead and write the program. I have declared a file pointer here and I have opened the file using fopen function in read mode. I have supplied the path information with the file name, and I have also done the necessary checking with the file pointer. Now we need to declare a character array in order to hold the name, and we also need an integer variable in order to store the salary. So now we need to iterate as long as there are records or lines in the file. So when we reach the end of file, we should break the loop. We are using the same fef function in order to test whether the end of file has been reached or not. If end of file is reached, then we are breaking the loop. Now fscanf function can be used for reading different formatted data. The first parameter to the fscanf function is the file pointer from which we are supposed to scan the values, and the rest of the parameters are just same as scanf function, the format string and the memory locations. So here I'm going to use the pattern matching for the string, that % square bracket caret comma. Now this is going to tell the scanf to read everything and terminate the reading when it encounters with the comma. So prior to comma everything is going to be read, and we need to store that here in the name character array. So here is the first parameter after the format string is the name of the character array, and then we have this comma. The scanf needs to skip the comma, so we are giving it here, and then comes the %d for the salary information that comes after the comma. So we need to supply the address of the salary variable in order to store the salary into the salary variable. So this is the fscanf syntax that we need to use in order to scan the file. And then I'm just writing a printf function call to print the content of name and salary. So this is going to be printed into the console. The name is the first one. I'm sorry, it should be %s because the name has to be replaced there, and the format specifier for the character array is %s, and the second parameter is the salary. So it's going to print the name and then gets $salary value per hour into the console. So we are done. Now if I go and execute this program, you can see the output. Let me execute. Here you can see that it prints the content of the file in a formatted way into the output console as we have written it in the printf statement in our program. So that's how we read formatted data from a text file using fscanf function. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can write formatted data into a text file using fprintf function. Thank you.